Assalamu alaikum. I am Sumbul Zahra, lecturer in physics at Sir Syed Government Girls College. We will discuss what is transistor and its construction. But before this, I would like to acknowledge our honorable principal, Professor Khalda Parveen, for her support and guidance. Now, today we will study what is transistor. We have already known what is PN junction and what is diode. Now another device is transistor. In this device, in place of one PN junction, we are using two PN junctions in one device, and we are biasing them in such a way that it gives us the desired results. So first we will see the construction of transistor, and then we will see what happens when we will do such types of constructions. So, transistor is a device in which one semiconductor is sandwiched from both sides by different types of semiconductors. If we have one n-type semiconductor, so we have two p-type, so n-type is sandwiched between two same p-type semiconductors. So this makes a transistor. So this is a PNP transistor. Similarly, we can have one p-type semiconductor, and on the two sides there will be n-type semiconductors, and this will be a NPN transistor. In this we have three semiconductors together. Now how does it works and what are the properties of these different parts? So first we will have to do nomenclature. These three parts, how do we give them names? There is one thin part that is at the center, and the two blocks are joining on both sides. So this is known as base. On one side there is another semiconductor. If base is n-type, then it will be p-type, and we give it a name emitter because it emits the charges. And on the other side there is also a p-type, we call it collector. This will collect all the charges sent by emitter. So these are the three parts. What is the difference between these two p's? The difference of these three parts, we divide them by two characteristics. One, concentration of doping is different. Number two, size is different. So for base, size is small, doping is weak or thin. Then emitter, size is moderate, quite larger than base but smaller than collector. So we call it moderate. But its doping is strong, so concentration is more. Then collector, size is largest, so doping is moderate, then is less than emitter, so remember this all. There are two types, one is PNP and another is NPN. So these are the classification of a transistor. In a transistor, as soon as this is constructed, there are two depletion layers which developed. This is the general scenario of a transistor in NPN. Always remember that the field is from N to P, and there is potential barrier constructed. To see how transistor work, we have to connect it with a battery or a cell. Now each PN junction is having two terminals, and we connect a cell between the two terminals, so it gives a potential difference across a PN junction. So for one PN junction, we have to give a potential difference across it with the help of two terminals. So emitter, base, collector. So base is p-type and others are n-types. So base emitter junction is always forward bias because base is connected with the positive because it is p-type, and emitter is connected with the negative because it is n-type. And base is common. Another junction is base collector, and this junction is reverse bias. Collector is n-type, so connected with the positive of the battery, and base is p-type, so connected with the negative of the battery. So two circuits around two depletion layers And one thing more, we always use NPN transistor because mobility of electron is better in NPN as compared to PNP. And another thing is we use common emitter configuration because the best use or the most popular use of a transistor is to make an amplifier, and best amplification is done in common emitter configuration. So we will use common emitter configuration and NPN transistor as soon as we further study transistor as an amplifier. Right. So that's all for today. Thank you so much.